before you create to provoke the viewer? Is it to subject them to this, it's not necessarily pleasant, but it's not supposed to be. Is it your intent to provoke these disturbed emotions?
A great deal of the figures look at you, look at the viewer in a sort of confrontational way, and also at the same time they seek a dialogue with you. There is everything possible in those images to remove any intermediary so that the viewer will get direct sort of involvement with the work. It is also my hope that such involvement will get even a little bit deeper so that the viewer will at the same time become aware of the physical, mental, and spiritual aspects of the work. This would become much more total involvement. When you exhibit a mural-sized canvas, you need space, it's very important. The installation of the work depends a great deal on that space because I want to create an environment, a certain cage in which I will make it a little bit difficult for you to escape. This is the involvement part, which is very crucial. To get you involved in such a way so that you will take the role of the artist also. You become the artist. The figure will talk to you, you'll talk to them. Because, as you pointed out, we are speaking here of a subject which is graphical. It deals with human suffering. It deals with terrible events. It takes you into what I would like to say is the reality, a reality of war and how it affects us. What's the degree to this? How much so? So the involvement is that how this image affects you, the viewer. How are you affected? And subconsciously, how much you have taken, how much you've seen, what was the effect of you when you were probably reading about the war in Afghanistan, or in Iraq, or in Vietnam, or the famine in Sudan, or some problem. How you as viewer looking at this, in what way, what's going on in your head? How is it going to affect you? So this is rather interesting and important.
Do you feel that in order for prayer that it disturb the viewer?
It has to shock the conscience, provoke. I mean, the image. If it is a stark image of a suffering figure, etc., and confronting you and looking at you and expecting an answer from you, is really at the same time assessing your situation vis-a-vis the work, and whether you are actually, how you feel about it, whether you are shocked, whether you are this, whether you think it's just something foreign, something that you don't know about, something that only happens somewhere else. There is a great deal of this, to some people think war maybe is something only in fiction, it only exists somewhere else because it does not have this direct effect on people who probably are not feeling the turmoil of it or something like that. So one important aspect, I think, of doing mural work and taking them on tour and having an exhibition is to get as much actually involvement as possible with the viewer and create that kind of dialogue between the work and the viewer, and then the viewer respond just what you, through this image right now, or through the words that you write, or through something that there will be some kind of an impact.
Yeah. So there's a certain responsibility on the part of the viewer too.
Absolutely.
To not be passive, but to.
Traditionally, a work of art rendered the viewer passive. So you look at it, in a way to enjoy it, to enjoy looking at a landscape or a still life or something that is not disturbing. But this passivity evaporates later on. When I started this type of work early in the 70s, this was maybe an extremely important aspect, is to reverse this passivity. And therefore I started into doing this or so on. So this passivity would be eliminated.